So one of the classes that I took here at Sattler was called Ministry of the Word. It was
Hmm.
basically a preaching class, but we preached to a female audience.
Yeah.
And so fellow female students would come and be our audience and give us feedback and that kind of thing. And one of the things that one of my fellow students noted was she was like, it is just so much more demanding of me to hear scripture like exposited and applied from another woman
Hmm.
because I know that you get my life. It's like there's this gap that's
Hmm.
removed that there's always going to be between me and a, middle-aged male preacher, which is fine. Like I said, it's okay. Those gaps exist. But I think when there's people that are like us that are expositing and applying the word, then it hits closer to home
Hmm.
because it's from our perspective and it applies.
Hmm.
The other big thing is just that whenever we talk about women's roles in the church, we talk a lot about the prohibitions and the areas of
Hmm.
scripture that are, women shouldn't do this or that. And that makes sense, right? Because we're like doing our searches like women in church or whatever it is. But I think what that misses is that women are called to be ministers of the gospel and that we're all priests. We're all kings and queens over creation. And so I think sometimes it can feel like it can be easy to get the impression that men have the real work of ministry
Hmm.
because they're doing these very specific things when really no, like the majority of the Bible is teaching all of us to go preach the gospel,
Hmm.
to make disciples, to exhort each other, um, to encourage each other, to all of this whole list of things that, and I think when that's always coming from a male minister, then again there can be kind of that gap of
Yeah.
he's not talking to me
Yeah.
specifically in my stage of life.